So, who are you and what have you brought to Edinburgh?
My name's Hannah Barker. I'm co-director of a company called Analogue, and I have brought a show called 2401 Objects. Shall I tell you what it's about?
Yeah!
Okay, great. So it is about one of the most famous amnesics of all time, a man called Henry Molaison, who underwent experimental brain surgery in 1953 and had his hippocampus removed, which kind of left him with no short-term memory from that point onwards. Lovely, this is my friend. And it's called 2401 Objects because we found the story when it was streamed live over the internet to 400,000 people. After he died, a neuroscientist cut his brain into 2,401 slices. And we started working, and we contacted and started working with that neuroscientist, and we decided we wanted to create a show about this guy and what his life was before the operation, to see what loss he suffered as a result of this condition.
And tell me about your relationship with the scientist. That's interesting. How easy was it to persuade him?
Yeah, well, it was strangely easy to contact him, actually. I don't quite understand how we managed to negotiate that at all. We just contacted him after this, after watching this kind of live streaming, and we just said, you know, this is us, this is what we're doing, we're planning to create a show, we'd be really keen to work with you. And he said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. He runs this place called the Brain Observatory at the University of California, yeah, and in San Diego. And he was really excited about being part of it, to the point where we actually asked if we could actually have his voice in the show, and he said, yeah, that'd be really, really great. And since then, he's kind of recorded lots of stuff for us, some of it which, you know, hasn't even made it into the show, which we're just trying to upload onto the site, because it's incredible. It's just a completely different world. So, lucky, but also he's been amazing. So.
And such an interesting comment he made. I've forgotten what it was, but the play will remain in your... What was the line
in your
there?
cerebral cortex. So the hippocampus, the section which was removed from Henry Molaison's brain, is essentially the kind of printing press of your brain. So memories will go there, they'll be printed, and then they're sent to the cerebral cortex, which is towards the front of the brain, where they're stored. Now, he basically kind of after having that removed, he's kind of removed the ability to keep hold of anything. So he lived kind of, you know, on pause from 1953 onwards. So he would meet lots and lots of people, but never remember. And yet there were certain anomalies that would slip through the net where he knew who Bob Dylan was, even though that came afterwards. There's loads of little kind of anomalies which are really interesting about that particular case. So.
One question I really found interesting is obviously the technical elements in that show. Well, they're just amazing. I was really impressed with all of that, but that must have been a bit of a nightmare bringing that up to Edinburgh. So sort of, was there any troubles along the way or anything? Or?
Yeah, we always do these ridiculous shows with ridiculously large sets, which is just stupid. But at the same time, everything we try to do, whether that's projection or set related or anything, all has to be about the story and the best way to tell that story.
Yeah.
So the set was very much dictated by the instrument that he used to cut up the brain, and so therefore it felt like that was absolutely the right kind of way to tell it. But I mean, this time around we've had some amazing support from the New Wolsey in Ipswich, from some German co-producers, which you've just met the set designer there, all of whom made it and helped us transport it and co-produced it and things. So we're really, really lucky. I mean, in the past with Mile End, our first show, it was very much us kind of chucking everything into a van that was too small and whatever we could afford, and trying to get it up here in whatever way we could, kind of thing. So this time round we've been pretty lucky. It's tough getting that kind of show up and running in the short space of time you have up here, but everyone's been really supportive, and the venue staff have been brilliant, so that helps a lot.
Okay, and obviously it's running in the Pleasance Courtyard in the Beyond, is it?
Yep, in the Beyond at 4:40 every day.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.